It's a Thursday night venture to Happy Valley this week for an 8-race program on the A course. Paul Lally's here and he's going to try and find us 8 winners along the way. Easy as that. But we've got a scratching in the first, and Lady Billy, she won't be running. So race 1, number 7 is out. First race, 7:10. It's the Luck Handicap at Class 4 over the 1,200 metres. Golden Long goes up £8 on his debut win. Super Axiom crossover noseband is back on. Tongue Tie is off. Triumphant Warrior, 6 weeks since he ran second on debut. Better draw for Beauty Infinity. Happy Feeling has the blinkers and the shadow roll coming off. And down the bottom, Spicy So Smart and also Ace Talent. Pace here, Paul. A nice easy one with Super Axiom in the race. Spicy So Smart shows pace too.
He does. Look, he might just have to make Super Axiom work for a little bit. He's drawn the outside, but Super Axiom's got the superior speed. He's one of the fastest out of the gates. Golden Long showed a little bit of speed in his debut run. Triumphant Warrior, likewise. Back to King Excellente. Beauty Infinity went back last time. Ace Talent and Happy Feeling, although he's drawn the inside, I think he'll probably go all the way to the back.
We start with an interview. Golden Long, so impressive on debut. Nick spoke to his jockey, Matthew Chadwick.
Matthew, Golden Long is a horse that you rode on debut. Rather impressive performance. You as a rider must have been quite taken by it.
Oh, he showed some ability in his trials, and we're hoping he brought it to the race day, and that's what he did, and he won nicely.
Talking of those trials performances, of course, Frankie was keen to get into Happy Valley. I guess it was always a logical place to start. He seemed to handle the track quite well. As far as riding a horse around there first time, was he probably as good as any that you've ridden in the past?
Yeah, well, he's shown some ability in the trials. He was always jumping well, and we thought Happy Valley would suit him. We actually wanted to try to get him to get some cover in the trials, but he was jumping so well that it never came about, but he handled it well when he found that cover race day, and he hit the line nicely.
It's a bit more demanding on him this time, Matthew. He's got obviously up to a mark of 6. He's gone up £8. There's a bit of pace in the race as well. I mean, it looks like he's obviously continuing to improve. I guess does a strong pace suit a horse like him, the one that does travel so well?
Yeah, of course. The faster they go, if he can sit off them and find a comfortable rhythm, he should be hitting the line well again.
He looked to win with a nice bit in hand. Obviously, there was a 2-length butter in the end, so I guess onwards and upwards for him. He probably doesn't spend too much time in this grade, I would imagine, going forward.
Well, that's a hope, fingers crossed, because it looks like it's a bit of a stronger field this time around, so we'll just have to see how it plays out. Hopefully, some fortune in our part, and he keeps on rising into the grades.
And there he is, Matthew Chadwick, talking at Golden Long. We move on to the opposition here, Paul, starting with Ace Talent, who's running over 1,200 metres again this week, and King Excellente. He charges home to run second behind Tegepi.
Yeah, really good run, King Excellente. One of the things with this race was there was a lot of pace early in the race. So you can see Beauty Destiny set up a really fast pace here, and he was gone here. So Tegepi did have the race run to suit, as did King Excellente, the one we're focusing on. I think he'll be a little bit closer in the run, though, which should help him.
Triumphant Warrior, he's been back to the trial since this debut second. He ran third in that trial behind Hong Kong Hall when up on the speed. Turns for home about 5th or 6th here. Went off at 29-1 in this race for a debut second.
Good run. I don't think it'd be that sort of prize coming up on Thursday night. But look, he finished off strongly enough. There's definitely a horse with a bit of ability there. So look, I'm going to include him. I thought he ran on to the line really strongly and hit the line well. So a good run from him on debut.
Good report for Triumphant Warrior. What about Beauty Infinity? Better draw than what he had here when he ended up running third. It was a very good performance behind Easy Snip from the 7. Gate 2 with £127 on Thursday night.
Yeah, it was a huge run from this horse, actually, because he was 3 or 4 wide at the back the whole way. And here he was only going to run sort of 4th or 5th. With this run under his belt, he really stretched out nicely and hit the line really well. So thought it was a top run from him.
Enough to put him on top?
Yeah, I really like him in this race. So he's going to go on top for me, Beauty Infinity. Look, Golden Long, the thing that worries me a little bit about him is he's only a 3-year-old. So he's now going to carry 135 as a 3-year-old from barrier 8. So that's why I thought Beauty Infinity could beat him. Triumph Warrior and King Excellente we talked about, 5-1-4-3.
That is the preview for race number 1, Paul, with Andrea Atzani and John Size to combine in the opener. second race, second division of the Class 4 over the 1200 metres. This one has Youth Power having the hood going on for the first time. He's also on the class drop. Travel Golf with blinkers added once again. Lucky Symphony on debut on the back of 5 trials. Happy Souls won off a rating of 45. He's just slightly higher at 50 at the moment with the claim. Happy Valley debut for New Power. No trials at the venue. Colonel's a 3-time course and distance winner on a 6-day backup. And Shinkansen gets in with £116 for Karis Teaton and Douglas White. So Colonel straight to the front, Paul, but he's come up with another wide draw.
Yeah, he might have to work to get across, but there's no other real leader in the race except for My Intelligent, and Colonel's got, I think, he's got superior speed to him. New Power. Lucky Symphony's trialled really well, and he's been on the pace in his trials. Travel Golf back to Flying Phantom, Youth Power, Happy Soul, Shinkansen and Royal Pride. I thought it was a pretty straightforward speed map, this one.
As easy as that. We do start with the likely leader in the race, Colonel, but he fades to run 8th here. He was unable to find the front with a horse like Beauty Destiny having the good draw. What about Happy Soul, though? He's quite often making late ground.
He is just a one-time winner there. The thing that worries me about these horses is that it was such a fastly run race in the early stages that you should have made ground, and the horses did make ground. So maybe they were just slightly flattered. So, look, I haven't included these ones.
OK, so that's a 0 on that replay for Paul. What about Shinkansen? He too would like the pace on because he likes to get back. Had some issues leading into this race the start prior when he pulled up lane, but he zipped home fast down the outside here.
Yeah, good run, and they didn't go as fast in this race. So in that respect, it was a better run, I thought, than the previous. So he goes in. I'm going to put Travel Golf in as well with the blinkers back on from a low draw. He's drawn barrier 2. He drew 12 here, and he stayed on nicely enough on the inside. So both these two, I think, are legitimate chances.
That's Golden Long winning that race. He, of course, lines up in race number 1. Have you liked what you've seen from this horse? Lucky Symphony, Jamie Richards and Andrea Ratzani combined.
Yeah, I have. He's had 5 trials. He's won 3 of them, this horse. 11.42 pounds. Tongue tie goes on for his debut run. Drawn nicely in barrier 6. Look, it's the usual suspects in this race. He's the new kid on the block, and I think there is ability there, so I'm going to take a chance with him.
All right, so you've seen enough of those raced ones to suggest he's capable of winning on debut. So it's race 2, more love for Andrea Ratzani for you.
Yeah, look, I like him in the first 2 races, so I think he's going to start off the meeting really well. Flying Phantom in there for second. He's just had the 1 run. He ran a really nice 5th on debut as well, and John Sizer's horses sometimes come on for the run, and then Shinkansen and Travel Golf out of that same race. 5, 4, 10, 3.
It's an Atzani-a-thon for Paul in the first 2 races at Happy Valley. Class 5 horses out for race number 3 on the program, and it is over the 1650. Big 2s on the class drop. He's had a Chung Fa trial. Tactical Command, Asian 1. Happy Hunk also on the class drop. Asian 1 has the pacifiers with cowls off and the visor going back on. Regency Happy Stars placed his last 3. Happy Jai Jai is a 3-time course and distance winner. Medical Elite's back, but a Thursday night for him. Heng's Choice has won and run 3rd at his last 2 starts course and distance at Happy Valley. And Joyful Champion has the blinkers going back on. Speed, Paul, Mr. Arms drawn 1 and can get through and lead.
Yeah, he likes to lead. He's led his last start. 1 Heart 1, he's got a bit of draw. I think he can get himself into a nice position. Happy Jai Jai likes to go forward. Cordyceps 1, he might try and get outside Mr. Ram. He just might have to work a bit to do that. But if he doesn't, he'll give cover to Regency Happy Star, who I think he's been going well in his races. Tactical Command led last start, but it didn't really work for him. He ran a lot better when he came from behind.
You might be surprised to learn Medical Elites in our first 2 replays. And here he is running 3rd. Regency Happy Start. The draws against him this week, but he's doing everything lately other than winning a race, and Cordyceps 1 is proven course and distance.
Yeah, and look, 2 starts ago they made that mid-race move and it almost paid off, but this one he hit the front and just got run down late. So, look, I think he's a winner waiting to happen. There's no doubt with Regency Happy Star. He'll get the claim as well once again. Angus sticks aboard. And look, you have to put Medical Elite in just for consistency. Put it this way, he's a fit horse.
He is indeed. He ran, I wonder if he's ever run on a Thursday night. He's been around Happy Valley on a weekend. I didn't run on the Friday night meeting. So anyway, here he is again, funnily enough. Medical Elite running 2nd. This is where Holly Doyle nearly stole the race in front. Heng's Choice has been good at the Valley. 1 Heart 1 makes up plenty of ground from the back.
Yeah, really caught the eye, 1 Heart 1 with this run. Finished off really strongly. He's drawn nicely now in barrier number 4. The David Hayes stable's in good form at the moment. So, look, I think this horse is going to run well, and you can see him finishing off really strongly down the outside here. So, look, he's definitely one of the main chances.
He's had a trial since 2-1 Heart 1. Finished about midfield, wasn't asked to do too much in that trial. Joyful Champions right down the bottom in the book. You can't miss him. He is a grey. He's been at Sha Tin last time for a 5th behind Colourful Baron, 5th over the 1800 2 runs ago. He does come back to the 1650 for just the 2nd time in his career.
Yeah, look, they tried him over at 2000, and that was probably his best run when he ran 2nd. So, look, he looks an out-and-out one sort of pace grinder for me, doesn't he, the way he finishes off. Blinkers will go back on him. He's drawn nicely in barrier 2, but he didn't quite make it in here. But it wasn't a bad run behind Colourful Baron.
And Matthew Poon takes a couple of pounds off a Joyful Champion. There he is, just getting into 5th late in that race. You've been with Atzani in the first 2 races. He rides Asian 1 here. Does the bromance continue in the top 3 or 4?
He does. I've got him in there, actually. He's only in for 3rd this time, though. Asian 1, but he's getting down to a winnable rating now. Regency Happy Star thinks a winner waiting to happen. Just need luck from the draw. 1 Heart 1 was a great run from him last time. Then Asian 1, and then Medical Elite in there for 4th. 6, 8, 3 and 9.
That is race number 3. It's leg 1 of Thursday night's 6 Up. Race number 4 is the trophy race on Wednesday night, the running of the Hong Kong Golf Club Centenary Cup over the 1650 metres. At the top of the book is Prince Alex. Dragon Stars looking for 3 in a row. Casapapa's coming back from the 2200 metres. Killer Instinct was placed this trip 2 starts ago. Merchant Prince is on a 6-day backup. Win-Win Fighters won off ratings 59 and 56. Fortune President's coming back in distance also. Amazing Boy has the blinkers going on, and Superb Move has won over the 1650 in Class 5. Does come up with a wide draw of 11 with Acclaim. Dragon Star's been leading all season, Paul, so why not just keep on doing the same thing?
Yeah, exactly. He can go forward, and it works for him. He's had 4 runs and run really well on all 4. Superb Move. Look, he's drawn wide, but I think he can get across. Hence, Amazing Boy can get a nice run. Prince Alex won't be far away. Fortune President. Killer Instinct will need luck. He's missed the start on occasions, Killer Instinct, so you're not sure what you're going to get with him.
He did sit wide on the all-weather and win over the 1650 earlier in the season. Killer Instinct. This horse hasn't had to worry about sitting wide because he's going straight to the front. Another one of Pierre Ung's horses holding their form, Paul, but extra 10 pounds on his back. Can he go again?
I've got him in, but not on the win line. I just wonder if he's sort of getting towards his mark now, winning those last 2. I do like the run here of Strongest Boy. He had to come off heels there on the inside and finish off the race really strongly. So I thought it was a really good run from him. And Win-Win Fighter as well. Both these 2 horses came from the back.
That's our first replay. The second one, Sure Joyful. Usual Sure Joyful run for him. He runs on well into 3rd. Killer Instinct finishes 12th. And you're going to make a case for the horse in the purple colours with the pink spots coming to the outside.
Yeah, well, that's Superb Boy. I think he'll get him into the nice position there, Superb Boy. And look, he's just close to a class drop. That was just the query I had. So he was right on the cusp. But I did include Sure Joyful for me. But Superb Move, you can see staying on nicely enough there for 4th.
All right, so you didn't quite get to the case that you were going to.
Yeah, I was going to put him in, and I know we talked about it earlier on, but I just left him out on there.
All right, teetering on the seesaw was Superb Move. Casapapa's been up to the trials at Chung Fa. He zipped up on the outside looking like he was going to win easily. Then he just laboured a bit, and he went again at the line. The 1650, does it suit better than the 2200 of last time?
Well, I don't know what his right distance is, isn't he? He's only a 1-time placing from his 15 starts, this horse, Casapapa. Over this course and distance, he's had 4 goes and he's 4 zip. He's a hard horse to have. I mean, he's just showing 1 good run. He trials nicely enough, as you can see. As you see, the trial was nothing wrong with it. But look, I want to see him do it on race day again.
It is the Jerry Chow Benno Jung informed combination, though. That might help Casapapa in the plus column. There's trouble in paradise, though. Andrea Atzani's on the 1, and he's not in.
No, I haven't put him in this time. Give him a little bit of a rest on this race. But look, I'm going with Strongest Boy. I think he'll get back, run on strongly. Sure Joyful, similar. He always is consistent. Dragon Star, we'll see if he can keep going, but he's going to be a bit harder with that extra weight. And Win-Win Fighter comes out of that same race as Strongest Boy and Dragon Fighter. 9, 10, 2, 7.
That is all of the information for the 4th, the first leg of the Triple Trio. Just past the midpoint of the program, race number 5 is the Robin Handicap, and it is a Class 4 over the 1,000 metres. Harmony fires off that last start second, comes up with a good draw too. Harry Bentley back on Thursday night. Sergeant Pepper, this is his go, but did struggle last time. Savvy Delight placed course and distance. Falcon Court was backed on debut. Life is good. He carries an extra £7 for that first up win for the Pierrong stable. Same to you. Hood goes on. First start for Mark Newnham for him. Oversubscribed as a last start winner. Circuit 7 is now with Cody Moe. As we turn to the speed map, Paul, and Beauty Destiny is in this race. He and Kowloon Eastar both have high speed. Would you be thinking, if you like Beauty Destiny, hope it's the Kowloon Eastar, the B Kowloon Eastar, that misses the start?
Yeah, well, that's your only chance, I think, because Kowloon Eastar is going to put pressure on him. We know what happens to Beauty Destiny when he gets pressure, and it's not good. So I think there's going to be a lot of pace in this race. Harmony Fire's going to get that perfect run behind. Sergeant Pepper won't be far away. I don't know what they're going to do with Oversubscribed, because they've been riding him a bit closer, but from a wide draw, they might have to go all the way back. Circuit 7, he's another one that can lead in, but misses the start at times as well. So he's with a new stable now.
We've got an interview with Nick talking to the winner of last start. Life is good. He's jockey Angus Chung.
Angus Chung, you're back on Thursday night at Happy Valley, and you're riding a horse that you rode last time to victory in the shape of Life is Good. A little bit of a surprising win from that horse.
Yeah, it really surprised me. Just take this horse last minute last time, and I didn't expect he ran that impressive. Win easy. I think the horse improved a lot, especially the mouth. He's getting better control right now, so he finished good last start. So hopefully next time, which means Thursday, will run good again.
I guess you talk of the improvement. I mean, when a horse goes to Pierrong, they usually do seem to improve a little bit. He's got his horses going really well. How surprised were you in the manner in which he won? Because he looked to win with a little bit in hand at the line.
Yeah, he was a bit handing in, but yeah, I mean, he finished very good. Got a very good feeling on him. So I think he's still a good chance on Thursday.
Of course, I mean, they've put him up. They've put him up £7, but your £5 claim will obviously help offset that. So it's always a positive in that respect.
Yeah, that's it. The weight on his back is not going up too much, so it should be okay.
And Angus, great to have you back as well, of course. You've had a few meetings away, obviously with a suspension. You've been keeping yourself busy there. We've seen you at the races quite a bit, but you must be pleased to be back in action.
100%. I mean, it's too much suspension in this season so far. Just I think try too hard, but everyone fixed it. My mental get the balance right now, so I'm hungry for the winner for the new year.
There he is, Angus Chung, talking Life is Good and going forward for the season. Also, there's heaps to look at in this replay, Paul. Super Fast Dragon, he is near enough to last turning for home. Savvy Delight's hit and miss at the moment. Harmony Fire, not a bad effort from him, and Oversubscribed is a last start winner.
Yeah, just to know where he's going to be in Oversubscribed with that wide draw. So I left him out. I did like Super Fast Dragon's run here, though. Like, you can see he gets back, so he needs luck. But he's done this a couple of times now. Yuga Kawato just finally balanced him up in that last 50, and that was sort of the best. This is going to be run at a decent speed, I think, this race, so it should suit him.
We've got to show it. This is why the race is going to be run at a decent speed. Beauty Destiny ends up running 7th turns for home like he's going to win by 4 lengths. He comes back to the 1,000 metres. Can you make a case for him, or you want to actually see him run through the line? Yeah,
no, I can't make a case for him at all. I didn't put him in this race because I was worried, because he's got this quirk, isn't he? He flashes his tail and he stops really quickly, and you can see him doing that once again. I would be more inclined to if there was no pressure in the race, but he's definitely going to get pressure from either Kowloon Eastar or even Circuit 7 if he jumps. So I can't have him.
He's out. Who's in?
I'm going to go with Super Fast Dragon down the bottom. I think he's due in this horse. And he's been running some pretty good races, and he'll get the race run to suit. Harmony Fire is the main danger for me. He's going to get a perfect run just in behind. We'll give Circuit 7 a chance. He's well-rated horse now. Chain stable. He's put on a bit of weight. We'll see how that goes. And then Savvy Delight, another one that ran on strongly in his last start. 12, 1, 11 and 3.
Jamie Richards fresh off a Happy Valley double from last Friday night. On top for Paul with Super Fast Dragon to win race number 5. A very informed horse. Up in grade headlines, race number 6, and it's the third last of the night. It's a Class 3 over the 1650. Moments in Time carries less weight with a claim for Angus Chung this week. Winning Dragon has the blinkers going on. Prime Minister from the 1400 to the 1650. Gallant Waking has placed 3 from 4 course and distance. Thesis, he was scratched on the 12th of December with a lame left 4, no trial since. Tradition comes here on debut for Pierrong. Was trained by James Cummings, raced under the same name. 1900 metre winners at Newcastle and Canterbury for Tradition. Viva Hunter's a 3-time course and distance winner, and M Unicorn is looking to make it 4 from his last 5. And where does this likely favourite Paul M Unicorn settle in the run?
Well, I think he'll be midfield on the rail, actually, M Unicorn, so he'll get a good run. No question about that. He's coming up in grade, but he's got this light weight and he's drawn nicely in barrier number 4. There's no real leader in this race. Viva Hunter did lead last start in saying that, so from a wide draw, I think he can get across. Moments in Time, look, he had the trail last time in his first run at Happy Valley, comes here for the second time. Winning Dragon, Foolish Heart and Thesis, both should get good runs.
Bentley is back. Harry Bentley rides M Unicorn, and he had a little chat with Nick.
Harry Bentley, great to have you back on Thursday evening. One of your rides is M Unicorn, a horse you know quite well. You must be looking forward to getting back on him.
Yeah, certainly looking forward to getting on him. You know, he's had a fantastic season so far, and he's done nothing but improve. So, yeah, let's hope he can do it in Class 3.
He won at the IJC meeting last time out, of course. Ryan Moore was the fortunate beneficiary to pick up that ride. But on the couple of occasions that you've won on him, he's shaped as if he's a horse that continues just to rise through these Happy Valley grades.
Yeah, I mean, clearly he suits Happy Valley very well. When I rode him at the beginning of this season here at Sha Tin, I knew this was a horse that had a lot in hand, and he certainly improved an awful lot and gone up in the ratings.
You're right in saying that, of course. He goes into Class 3 now. Lightweight, something you're fortunate enough to do. Do you think he's the horse that can sort of take that step forward? I mean, obviously, as he goes up into sort of Class 3 and beyond, it does get that bit tougher here, of course.
Yeah, naturally, you know, the quality is tougher, and he's going to be up against it. But with such a light weight on his back, I'd like to think that that's going to stand him in good stead. And you know, a horse that's certainly on the improve and in fine form. Yeah, there's no reason why he can't be competitive.
Casper, whose trainer, has trod a familiar path, sending him up to Chung Fa and trialling well there. Have the reports been positive from the trainer, if you've had a chance to chat to him?
Yeah, from whatever I've heard from Casper, he sounds like the horse is still in good form, and yeah, he's certainly coming into the race fit and healthy.
Great to have you back, Harry, as well, of course. Busy night for you on Thursday. You were telling me you've got a nice amount of rides, so great to get back straight back into it.
That's right, yeah, I've got 6 rides on the night, so a nice number to kick off with, and I'm fit and raring to go, so very much looking forward to it.
And hoping that M Unicorn can win again. He's going to have to beat some of the following horses, though. Gallant Waking is consistent. Paul, Moments in Time, 5th, and Foolish Heart. He wasn't too far away here, but Gallant Waking always gets back and runs on over the 1650.
So he needs luck, doesn't he? But look, I'm going to include him as well. You can see him getting that gap 1 off the rail and finishing off nicely. Moments in Time, look, he held his position. This was only his first run ever at Happy Valley. Does get some weight off his back now with the apprentice claiming. He hit the line nice enough, so I'm going to include him as well.
Thesis, here he is going back to the 15th of November. This is the last time we saw him on race day. Viva Hunter, we know him over course and distance, and Winning Dragon a little wider out turning for home. Yeah,
look, I just wonder with Viva Hunter if he's met his mark, but look, I'm going to include Thesis because there was a couple of good runs from him. Prior to this, he did run a nice second as well. So with those 2 runs, it's just how he comes into this race fresh. He did finish off this race nicely enough. He's only had the 2 runs this season, so this was his second up, and his fresh run for a second was good. So in a fresh state, I think he'll run okay.
Back to morning track work now, Paul, for Prime Minister. He's been one of yours. How about in this field this week?
Look, I don't mind. You know I like the horse. He was right on the cusp for me. I actually had him in. I took him out in the end just because the anticipated race pace in the race, I think it might be a little bit slow for him. He needs the speed on.
What are your top 4 for race number 6?
I'm going with M Unicorn. I think he can win again with the lightweight, so he's on top. Thesis, fresh up, Moments in Time, and Gallant Waking. 11, 7, 1 and 4.
That is the preview for race number 6. It's the first leg of the late treble. Good quality race, race number 7, second last on Thursday night. It is a Class 3 over the 1200 metres. Atomic Force is placed 3 from 5, course and distance. Tomodachi Kokoro has the hood coming off. Bonds Pearl on a 6-day backup and flew home last time. Hoss has the blinkers on first time. Beauty Waves wears a shadow roll first time. We go down to Righteous Arian, who had his last start at Shard 10, back to his favourite course. And Champion Method, the 11 horse, has the addition of Cheek Pieces. We've got speed here from the 3 Superb Capitalist, and Tomodachi Kokoro can get up outside him from 8 Paul.
That's the query. It's what can he? I think he probably can, but look, he went back last time and he didn't run too badly when he went back. So it's just how he jumps, Tomodachi Kokoro. Superb Capitalist is an out-and-out leader. Beauty Waves will get a nice run in behind. Champion Method, another one that can go forward. Parterre is going to be a little bit wide, I think, from his draw. Excellent Fighter should go well. Hoss towards the back, and Bonds Pearl ran well from the back last time.
We start with Tomodachi Kokoro. Here he is last time, where he did go back from that wide draw, and that was from barrier number 11. Gate 8 this week. Vincent Ho sticks, and Act of Faith is also in this replay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do with him, Tomodachi Kokoro. As you can see, he ran on nicely enough. Previous to this, he was on the pace, and he ran really well. Act of Faith's got a really bad draw as this horse. He had a win recently, Act of Faith, 2 starts ago. So he might be just a bit high in the weights at the moment.
You've got neither of them in, have you?
No.
OK. We move on to the next replay, which is Bonds Pearl. She was miles back going down the back straight. The further they went, the closer she got. Quick back up. Is she in?
No. Bonds Pearl, look, I want to see her do it 2 in a row. And saying that, 4th and a 2nd in her last 2 starts, again, she's going to have to do it from the back, Bonds Pearl. It was a nice enough run from her, but no, not for me.
All right, you're being very diplomatic. There's 3 that can't win. Surely we're getting closer to 1 that can. Excellent Fighter. Is he in?
Yeah, no, he's definitely goes in. Excellent Fighter. He's trialled really well at Happy Valley, so yet to race here under race conditions, but trialled really well here. So it looks like he can handle the track with no problems. He's been a very consistent horse, 3-time winner from his 10 starts, so he definitely goes, and I think he's a big chance.
And that is Excellent Fighter running in the placings behind Mugen, who did fail on the weekend, but Wunderbar, he won the race, and Kaying Rising, who Excellent Fighter's just getting past now, of course, went down by a very narrow margin. So that's Excellent Fighter. A yes as far as chances for Paul in race number 7. Beauty Waves running 3rd, Champion Method 10th. Beauty Waves gets a good draw. He too has trialled up well around Happy Valley. Yeah, look, he definitely goes in. I think he's one of the main chances as well, Beauty Waves. He should get the perfect run just in behind, so he's a definite chance. I'm going to put Champion Method in as well. Look, his win, when he did win, was pretty strong at Shard 10. He comes to Happy Valley for the first time. Won his first 2, and Cheek Pieces on from a low barrier draw, so I wanted to include him as well. That's a good report for that pair, and we're going to track work once again now. The leader is Superb Capitalist, and if he gets the right sort of run, you think they might not catch him. I was looking for a horse at a bit of a price, and I thought he might be just the forgotten horse. We know he does like it round Happy Valley. His work's been pretty good leading into it, and Tony Cruz has had a couple of winners at big prices recently. I thought this one could be one as well. So you're with race 7, number 3. Yeah, he's dropped a point coming into this, getting towards a winnable rating. I thought Superb Capitalist, Excellent Fighter and Beauty Waves, 2nd and 3rd. They'll probably be the 2 favourites in the race, and then Champion Method on a minor line. 3, 5, 7, 11. Angus Chung looking to win his 4th race, and Paul thinks that will be the case when he rides Superb Capitalist once again. This is a great way to finish off the meeting at Happy Valley. High quality Class 2 event. How Deep Is Your Love is 2nd up. He ran 3rd behind Sonpak Fu 1st up. Sonpak Fu was the 2. He's looking for 3 in a row. Nordic Dragons trialled really well since his last start. Majestic Stars back onto the turf. Astrologer won 2nd up, a huge price early in his career. Majestic Knight carries an extra £4 for a senior rider. Dream Winner makes his Happy Valley debut without a trial. Goko Win, a wider draw. I'm a Single Man has the blinkers going back on. And Harmony and Blessed has won 4 times over the 1,000, but does have a 1,200 metre win at Happy Valley to his credit. But also, Paul from the draw might be hung out there wide. He'll probably get outside the leader because he's quite a speedy horse out the gates, but from barrier 12, he's just going to have to work a bit, I thought, because Majestic Knight has drawn barrier 3 and he's an out-and-out leader. Dream Winner coming here for the first time will try and get across.
across. I thought Wonder Kid would get a perfect run in behind, as will How Deep Is Your Love. Winning at Icy, Sompak Fu will get his chance once again. Astrologer runs his best races from the back. He's with Manfred now. He's had a few trainers, this horse. Pyong had him previously.
And Dougie White had to go with him too, yeah. So he's in his third home is Astrologer. How Deep Is Your Love is our focus, though. Nick spoke to his jockey, Brenton Avdulla.
Brenton, How Deep Is Your Love is one of your mounts on Thursday night at Happy Valley this week. You rode him first time out this season. That was a good run, and things perhaps didn't quite go to plan sort of late on. There was a bit of a check there, but it was a super run in defeat.
Yeah, I thought he ran really well. If anything, he probably just found the 1200 a fraction sharp first up against some fit horses, and they went along at a good speed. And like you said, he just got into a little bit of trouble late, which probably cost him running second. But I thought it was a good kick-off for him. He did everything right, and he's trialled in between, and he looks like he's in good order.
I know you didn't ride him in that trial, but I imagine you probably cast your eye over it. He did look to trial well and come on. Of the reports from the stable being good, have you had a chance to talk to John about him yet?
Yeah, no, I haven't really spoken to John about him, but he looked to trial well, and he's a pretty genuine sort of horse, so he's always going to trial well, and he's a talent. So looking forward to riding him, and I've got no doubt he'll continue to improve.
He's got that bit of class, hasn't he? I mean, John did a great job with him last year. I mean, he's up to a mark in the 90s, so he's of a decent standing.
Yeah, well, he was a champion Griffin, so he's going the right way, and probably be getting set for the 4-year-old series. So I think 1400 will sort of eventually suit him. This is probably just another kick-off to get him there.
As for you, you've had a bit of a freshen up. You're raring to get going again, obviously. A little bit of a break over Christmas. Always nice, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it was beautiful. A few of the boys, I think, were a bit jealous, but I'm very thankful that it was something that I needed to do, obviously family-wise, and it was nice to spend another Christmas back at home. But looking forward to getting stuck into it. Like, the opportunities have probably dried up a fraction just having that time off, so I've got to get back and work hard again. But look, I'm really enjoying Hong Kong, and everything seems to be going well, so hopefully we can hit the back of the net a couple of times, and hopefully that can start again on Thursday.
Just talking of those opportunities, of course, there's a couple of guys who will be absent from that weighing room now. Obviously, one of them being James McDonald, who you know well, and obviously Zach's having a little bit of time off, so those opportunities might well come back round again.
Yeah, and a couple of suspensions too, so hopefully we can end up on the right horses at the right time, and that's just what you need here. It's just you need to be you need to be in the right spot at the right time, and I was lucky enough today. I rode the 4-timer. I think 2 of them were Huey's, from when he got injured or suspended. So you just need a little bit of things to go your way. Obviously, someone's bad luck might be your good luck, but it all comes around, and hopefully we can make the most of it.
The rider of How Deep Is Your Love, Brenton Avdulla. Here is that replay once again, Paul. There are so many of these horses backing up again. Quality lineup. Nordic Dragon, right of screen, cross to Majestic Knight, who leads here. Which ones are you taking out of this replay?
I've got 4. I'm taking out How Deep Is Your Love with that run under his belt. We just heard from Brenton there. Majestic Knight from the front. I thought Wonder Kid ran really well down the straight 1000 last time, and Sompak Fu's been in great form. So, look, all these 4, I think, are really good chances. So that's leaving out Nordic Dragon, and Nordic Dragon loves Happy Valley.
Well, that's obviously your top 4. Can you humour us to these last 2 replays? Tell us a joke or something?
Yeah, sure. No, Majestic Star, look, with this horse, he's coming off an all-weather campaign. This was his all-weather run. Look, at Happy Valley here, he has won a couple of times, so he's more than capable at the Valley. Hit the line strongly enough. We'll see how he goes from barrier number 6, but look, it's a really strong race, this one, so he's one I didn't get in.
Right, you prefer him on the all-weather still?
Yeah, I mean, it was a nice run here on the all-weather, and this is quite a strong race, actually, with excellent exponential, I should say, just hanging on there. So let's see if we can bring it back to, it'll be a price if we in the last.
And Harmony and Blessed is our last replay, and he is going to have to do some work, either 3 wide or get up outside the leader. Even though he has won course and distance, is this where you would prefer him over the 1,000 metres? Yeah,
definitely. He's a real out-and-out speedster, so I think he's a 1,000 metre specialist. He's down here on the lightweight. He's at this rating of 80 at the moment, so he's pretty close. Well, he is on a class drop. From barrier number 12, I just think he's going to have to work a bit too hard, so he didn't get it.
Well, we can scrub those last 2 replays because they're not in, but the 4 that were in the first replay of numerous horses in the first replay are in.
Yeah, going to go with How Deep Is Your Love with that run under his belt. I think he'll strip a fitter horse to beat Majestic Knight from the front. Wonder Kid can get the trail, and Sompak Fu finishing off strongly. It was a strong run from him last time. Good race to finish, as you said, Mark. 1, 6, 8 and 2.
And they are Paul's thoughts for the last of an 8-race Thursday night program at Happy Valley. Yes, a Thursday night on the A course with the first at 7:10.